Let's talk about muscular speed for a second, and the concept of being strong is never wrong. How fast can we fire a muscle as a young guy or as a young child, as an athlete? Doesn't matter how old they are, honestly. Developing muscular speed is so important because it's how everything happens. Nothing happens slow, right? When we think about sprinters and how we accelerate to top speed as long as we can, stay at top speed for as long as we can, and then try and decelerate slower than everyone else. That's how we win races. Muscular speed is built through developing that fast twitch muscle or that hand-eye coordination or that reflex. I live in the world of lacrosse, and I teach face-offs, and one of the greatest things for a face-off guy to do is have fast hands. Back in the day, we were told that we couldn't teach speed, that speed was just a gift and it was inherited. Now we know that we can teach speed. And when it comes to muscular speed, it's how fast can we get something done? How fast can we push a bar? How fast can we lift? How fast can I get the bar to move from point A to point B? How fast can I get my hand from point A to point B? Whether it's a block on the line, if it's, again, in lacrosse, it's how fast can I get my hands free to take a shot? How fast can I get moving? In pickleball, it's how fast can I get my feet to realize that we need to get moving and get to the right position so that we can, hit the ball. Muscular speed is so important in force production as well. How fast can we pick our feet up and put them down? We're overcoming gravity by force. Force is mass times acceleration. I need to accelerate, and acceleration is speed, right? Coming back to the very beginning of the formula. We need to teach muscular speed, and a lot of times that's overspeed, underspeed bands. I know here in our gym we have quite a few sets, and the first time a child is stretched out on the band, or an athlete is stretched out on the band, and they run forward, and it's the fastest they've ever ran, 7 out of 10 will say, man, that's the fastest I've ever ran in my life. And we need to get used to going fast, because that's what we're trying to develop, is speed, and telling our muscles, or getting our muscles to understand that we can go faster. In the lifting world, in the powerlifting world, it's always the maximum acceleration. We push a heavy weight fast, and we push a lightweight fast. It's just the heavyweight doesn't move as fast, but that doesn't mean that we're not trying. And it's the same thing no matter what the weight would be or what the sport would be. We need to develop muscular speed. And it's just how fast can I get something done? And how do we develop that? So here we develop, again, with overspeed, underspeed bands. A lot of your depth jumps, will do that. In our speed and agility clinics, some of the plyo work, the boxes, the stretch reflex, those things are how we build muscular speed. I run through a box series with these guys a lot, and it's how fast can you get off the ground, and how quietly can you land and control the speed of where you're at. And we do everything as fast as we can in the moment. Now, I'm not saying that we're always pushing weight, and we never give up technique for speed. You should never give up technique for speed. Everything you do should be done in as perfect of technique as you can, and when technique breaks down, then we're done. Muscular speed can truly be developed with bands. A lot of the bands on the market today are so good for developing muscular speed. You can do band ham curls at a high rate of turnover. You can do 50 to 100 of them with low stress on the muscle itself, and just developing tendons. And that's something else too. So when it comes to muscular speed, developing tendons and ligaments are so important, because they are the stretch flex, right? So when we stretch the tendons, stretch the muscle, the equal and opposite reaction is the speed of the muscle, and how fast can we do this? When we work with muscular speed development, it's lighter weight, whether it would be dumbbells, whether it would be barbells, whether it would be bands, whether it would be sleds. Developing that speed is always at a lighter weight, because we don't want to put too much stress on the muscle itself. When it comes to the world of lacrosse, like I said, I teach face-offs, and I have a band that I hook onto the sticks so that they can do a face-off faster than they normally would. So what I do is I take a band and I put it on the head of the stick and I stretch it. So when they go to clamp, they go faster than they've ever gone before. And we're developing that muscle memory that says I can go that fast in my clamp. And then other times we'll go the opposite direction where we have to work to get the clamp so that we're developing that strength, that absolute strength going back to earlier. And we're also developing muscular speed because when you take the band off, it's kind of like putting ankle weights on or a weight vest on. When you take that guy off and you're free and you're no longer under stress, you can move a lot faster. Developing muscular speed is not an overnight process. And sometimes we don't see any progress, or it feels like we're not making any progress for a month or two. But usually in month 3, it happens so fast. They come in one day and they're like, "Oh my God, coach, my hands were so fast. My feet moved so fast. I got 50 reps when everybody else only got 10 on line jumps," or whatever they're doing. So understand that developing muscular speed is very important when it comes to being strong is never wrong. Along with absolute strength, muscular speed is important.